Hello dear CMA aspirants from South India. As you all already know, Akash Agarwal Classes has launched for you all 100% English lectures in English for CMA Foundation students giving their examination in December 2025 and onwards. So here I am going to tell you how do you enroll in the batch. You just have to join our WhatsApp community, which is given in the link. Fill up the Google form again given in the link, and to download our mobile application Akash Agarwal Classes to access the notes. You all know the lectures which we are going to conduct will be 100% covered. There would be no subject which we are not taking care of. So we are going to take care of each and every subject, each and every concept. We are going to take MCQs for you. We are going to provide test papers. We are going to take live mentee sessions as well. Lectures which we are going to take for you all are 100% recorded lectures and not dubbed lectures. And you all know we have exclusive team ready for you all to teach you for your CMA Foundation December 2025 attempt for subject wise as well. And we are uploading the lectures on a weekly basis. All the important links which will be useful to you all are uploaded in the description box. Since we have many students who have cleared CMA examination at all the levels from Akash Agarwal Classes, and to reciprocate the love which we have received from South Indian students, we are here for you all taking lectures 100% in English, so that we can clear your CMA Foundation December 25 attempt together. So keep studying, do watch all the lectures till the end, and do show some love by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and putting up a word in the comment box. Keep studying. Bye-bye.
Yes, conceptual framework often plays an important role in development of institutional framework, and assets prepare to develop consistent accounting policies when no accounting standard applies to a particular transaction or other event, or when a standard allows a choice of accounting policies. Conceptual framework often plays an important role in the development of institutional framework. It will be a point of MCQ. Then, framework and assets prepare us to develop consistent accounting policies when no accounting standard is available, when there will be no accounting standard applies to a particular transaction or other event, when the standard allows a choice of accounting policies. Now, the second will be legal frameworks. Businesses are oftenly controlled with various statutes. For example, if you want to open a partnership firm, then what act will be applicable? Indian Partnership Act 1932 will be applicable. If you want to open a company, for example, if you want to open a company, you must know Companies Act 2013. If you want to open an LLP, you must know LLP Act 2008. So if you want to open a bank, for bank, it will be having Banking Regulation Act, Banking Regulation Act 1949. Come over here. Businesses are often controlled by various statutes under which they are formed. For example, in a partnership organization, the partnership organization books of accounts will be governed by Indian Partnership Act, or LLP for LLP Act. For cooperative society, for Cooperative Society Act 1912. Companies are governed by the Companies Act 13. In addition, banks are controlled by the Banking Regulation Act. Insurance company under the Insurance Act 1938. Electricity company by Electricity Act 2003. These are the various statutes, various laws, various acts which govern in their respective fields. All the statutes, including various rules framed under them, not only govern the administration and setup of this organization, but also provide important guidelines regarding use of resources, financing, and also the maintenance of books of accounts. It means that for a partnership firm, it not only govern the administrative process or administrative setup, but also it will be providing the guidelines that how the books of accounts should be prepared and treated. For example, Companies Act 2013 provide useful provision on maintenance of accounting records. It means that when you will be studying in group 2, you will be having schedule 3. In schedule 3, there is a prescribed format given by Companies Act. So you have to follow the same format for issue and redemption of security, investment to be done, consolidation and even winding up of the company. Thus, legal framework plays an important role in accounting. The schedules of this act provides important guidelines on the form and contents of financial statements. Second framework was legal framework. In legal framework, very simple thing. You must know that there are various statutes. The various statutes control many business forms like partnership, Indian Partnership Act, LLP Act, Companies Act. All these various statutes have given the authority to set up the administration as well as also guide them about how the books of accounts must be prepared. For partnership, you will be preparing P&L appropriation account. It is as per Partnership Act. For a sole proprietor, you will be not preparing a P&L appropriation account, but for case of partnership, you must open a P&L appropriation account. Third one will be institutional framework. Institutional framework refers to the guidelines issued in the form of certain pronouncements by the institution, estimate by the sovereign authorities to oversee the development of respective fields. There are various fields. There are various fields just like accounts, costing. For accounts, they are given accounting standards, Indian accounting standards. Over here in India, the ICAI has been entrusted to develop the standards in the accounting to ensure comparability and consistency in accounting information. Various institutes have been formed to grow in the respective field to get the development of the respective field. For example, for accounts, ICAI, then for costing, Cost Accounting Standard Board, ICMAI. Just over here, the Indian Accounting Standard Board of ICAI develops quality account standards on different areas of accounting. Currently, there are two accounting standards in India, that is Accounting Standard as per Companies Act and Indian Accounting Standards. There are two in India. Currently, there are basically two sets of accounting standards and in AS. In addition, the Cost Accounting Standard Board CASB of the ICMAI, Institute of Cost Accountant of India, so far has been developed 24 cost accounting standards to facilitate the cost accounting and reporting. It will be asked as an MCQ. You must know that there are different institutes for accounting. There are two basically ICAI, and for costing there will be Cost Accounting Standard Board of the Institute of Cost Accountant of India. There are three frameworks till now we have studied. The first one is conceptual framework, the second one is legal framework, and third one is institutional framework. The fourth one is regulatory framework. What do you mean by regulatory framework? Just give me a second. The activities of organization often come under the regulatory ambit of various regulators. In India, there are different regulatory authorities in different segment of financial markets, such as RBI in money market. Any concern regarding money, you have to go with RBI money market. Then SEBI in capital market operation, IRDAI in the insurance sector, PFRDA in the pension sector. These are the various regulatory authorities. Then in addition, there are Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, TRAI, Competition Commission, etc. The regulation imposed by these authorities may also have important bearing on accounting of a concerned entity. For example, regulation issued by SEBI that is Securities Exchange Board of India, largely shape the accounting and more importantly reporting by a listed firm in India. If you are a listed firm in India, you must have to follow the guidelines, the rules, the regulations of SEBI. Similarly, regulation framed by IRDAI, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India, affect the accounting and reporting in insurance company, in banking, BASEL norms and other guidelines regulatory issued by RBI. In banking sector, RBI, those determining the accounting for NPA, non-performing asset. You will be getting to know about non-performing asset in intermediate level. In group 1, in group 2, you will be getting to know the non-performing asset. Central Electricity Regulatory Commission terms and condition of tariff regulation 2009 affect the determination of tariff. It means that there are various regulatory authorities. They will be telling how the book should be maintained. The above four frameworks provide the foundation on which accounting, or more specifically corporate account, is based in India. They help to streamline the accounting process and help to improve the quality of the reports generated and thereby contribute in the overall development of accounting. In short, there are total 4 types of frameworks. The first one is conceptual framework, second one will be the legal framework, and third one will be the institutional framework, and the last one will be the regulatory framework. You must know the name of the frameworks because it will be asked in your exam as an MCQs that there are how many frameworks, what are the names of the frameworks. You must know that. Let's go ahead. Forms of organization. Among many other factors, the forms of organization contributes a lot in designing the accounting system. Depending upon the form of the organization, you will be designing the books of accounts. Various business are often for the result of one or more laws, and the provisions stated therein governs the accounting has been explained in the legal framework. Example, the first one is the sole proprietor are least regulated in India. Dash business forms are least regulated in India. You must know the answer. Sole proprietor. They normally do not have any specific legalization. It means that there is no legal body over here, not a statute over here to govern the accounting requirement. However, in case that annual turnover exceeds a certain limit, they will be other legislation such as income tax will be applicable. Income Tax Act 1961 will be applicable. For partnership firm, they are wholly regulated by Indian Partnership Act 1982 and also the Contract Act, which will be studying in law, business law. In case the firm does not have any clear provision in the partnership contract, the Indian Partnership Act 1932 decide on sharing profit and losses. It means that while preparing partnership, we have not decided what will be our profit sharing ratio. So in this case, the most important Indian Partnership Act will be available. Indian Partnership Act will be what? Available. Then operations including some aspects of accounting are strictly governed by LLP, Limited Liability Partnership 2008. Accounting and reporting are highly regulated by the Companies Act. A common example over here, let's see, in sole proprietor you will be preparing manufacturing account. Now sir, what is manufacturing account? I will be telling this when we studied the sole proprietor one, sole proprietor part, because in case of final accounts we will be discussing each and everything. Now manufacturing or trading account, profit and loss account, as well as balance sheet. In case of partnership, manufacturing or trading account, profit and loss appropriation, as well as balance sheet. For LLP profit and loss, LLP balance sheet, this all things will be over there. And for company, there will be various things like statement of profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flow statement, changes in the statement of equity, as well as notes to accounts. These are the various things that you have to remember. So over here we have done with the forms of organization. But it appears that forms of business are more specifically The legalization forming such organization plays a vital role in determining the form, content of accounting reports as well as treatment of certain accounting transactions. Over here, we have done with the first unit of our accounts that we have completed the understanding of four frameworks and accounting and forms of organization. The most important thing we have done with this. Now, in the second session, we will be covering accounting concepts, principles, and conventions of the same. So I hope so each and everyone have get a benefit of this session. In 45-50 minutes I have covered the first unit in a very good format. If little bit of my English will be up and down because I am usually comfortable in Hindi, so kindly ignore the same and sorry for the inconvenience, and do share with your friends who are giving the exams of CMA foundation in the upcoming attempt. Till then, keep studying. Many more videos of all the subjects are available on our YouTube channel. Definitely go and watch it and do let me know in the comment section. These videos are beneficial for you or not. Till then, keep studying. Bye bye. Take care.